So he takes it, and now he's down to a 2k leader. Oh my god. From 6k to 2k leader is crazy. Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the OP11 leaders are actually warping the entire metagame around them. If you're keeping up with things in Japan, basically, Blue Purple Luffy is running things. Green Purple Luffy is right behind. There's like no Doflamingo, no Lucci. The entire meta has completely skewed around these Luffy leaders. Alright? And what happens when things like this happen, right? The community finds the deck that has good matchups into those leaders and then plays those. And that's exactly what happened in Japan. And so today we are going to go over the deck list that beats all of these meta decks, right? And that deck, of course, just happens to be the deck that I specialize in. My main deck, Belo. So we're going to look at some charts of the OP11 meta, and then we're going to go over a deck list, so you can see what deck list I'm running that I feel is the most competitively viable deck list to run into this meta. And we're going to run some games against these leaders and just see how fucking free that matchup is, and just how well Belo can do into this meta. So, jumping straight into things. So, here is the first chart that I want to show you. I'm sure you guys recognize this. This is from GumGumGG. I know VV Theory went over it in his video talking about the meta. 50% of leaders are dead as Blue Purple Luffy. Do you know how crazy that is? 50%? This gotta be one of the biggest meta, overpresentations we've had ever, or like since Whitebeard in like OP-02, OP-03, OP-04, whatever, when the fuck he was around. This is an insane representation. This basically means you can go into a fucking tournament and play 10 rounds, and 50% of the time, you're gonna be playing literally only this deck. I'm not sure, I'm not a statistic guy, maybe I'm wrong on that, but that is insane. But obviously, when this deck sees so much play, the natural course of things is to play a deck that goes good into this deck, right? Because if you play a deck that has struggles with Blue Purple Luffy, you're gonna play against like 50% of your matches, it's gonna be like that, and then you're just gonna lose, right? And people have discovered here, I'll jump to the next chart here, that Belo goes great into Blue Purple Luffy. So you can see here, this is a chart of, I think it's a topping flagship thingy, where we had 13 Blue Purple Luffys in the top, 5 Belo 4 Green Purple Luffys, and then a couple of these, and then one of these guys here. So basically, this is Belo time. OP11 is Belo time. We're talking, good matchup spreads, right? Half of the decks is this deck, like 25 is this deck, and then these are just the rest. And mind you, we still have decent matchups into all this. Bonnie's fine. I'm not sure about this. This is fine. This is favored. This is fine, slightly favored. Not sure about this either. I haven't played OP11 enough to know what the actual. I just know this one. Because this is the only one you'd need to practice, since it's majority of the meta. And so Belo has a great shot of spiking up here and actually making a scene and probably being the #1 leader in this meta, as long as Blue Purple Luffy is overrepresented. And let's jump into a deck list here, and we'll check out what the deck does. We'll give you a quick little rundown of the actual concept of the deck. I was thinking I was actually going to drop a quick, like, competitive guide to Belo as well. So if that's something you're interested, don't forget to like and obviously subscribe as well, so that you can be notified when that video comes out eventually, and get better with Belo, and we can rule the OP11 format together. So this here is the deck list I've been running. I've run it in OP09. I'm going to be running it in OP10, and most likely into OP11 as well. We're going to at least be doing it on the sim. We'll see if things change, meta-wise, where maybe you cut out some cards or cut in some cards. This is the slightly trigger-heavy list, where we run things like Morley and Tension Hormone, while cutting down things like Race Max, Ivankovs, and then some Inazumas and Kumas as well, to make sure that we keep consistent triggers while also not losing out too much power of the deck and while still keeping it 100% rev army. So the list goes over as simple as it should be. You have your turn 1, which is preferably Belo and Stage, or like Belo raise max. Missing any of those, you can also play Kuma and Koala at turn 1. It's sick. And then turn 2, you want to make sure that you play Ivankov into something. That way you can go fairly wide, fairly fast. And then your turn 3, your 6th turn, is going to be either Koala or Ivankov, just so you can go even wider as well. If you're really lucky, you can go Ivankov or Koala into another 4-cost Ivankov. That way you can make sure you have an incredibly full board and just go crazy. I'll show you in the actual matches just how the deck works. You'll see how good it is into blue-purple Luffy as well, and we're gonna find some games with green-purple Luffy as well, and we'll demolish them all because that's how matchups work. So let's jump straight into the games. All right, we are up against blue-purple Luffy here, and we're gonna go second. That is always what you want to do. This hand isn't that good. Well, I actually got a mulligan. It's a fine hand to keep. Oh, but this is infinitely better. We'll go Stage here. We'll discard the Morley, as it is a countless card and not something you generally want to play. I think I'll grab the grab the 5-cost Ivankov just as a second option to this Koala here. And we'll pass. It's a little bit cringe that we didn't find anything to play turn 1. We could have found a Raise Max, we could have found a Belo, but we're probably going to trigger here anyways. Nope, there's the Belo, a turn too late. Could slow it down here a little. I'm actually going to get rid of that 5-cost Ivankov. Ooh, we could do a Hormone play here. Sure, let's do that. We'll go there. We'll go here. We'll grab another Karasu. And we'll pass. Correct play from him is to just not swing here, but I think we are fine. Exactly, usually they do. Which means we can go here, into here, and we don't have to take that damage. While also... it's another ramp, so he's going to go to 8 next turn. Good on him, dude. Good on him. But we are going to start by doing this, I think. We'll grab a 3rd Karasu. Can never have too many Karasus. Okay, we can have 4 Karasus, which is apparently still not too much, according to me. We'll throw away the Hormone. We'll cheat out a 2nd Karasu, bring him down to 4k. He's taking at least this swing this turn. So if he has 2/2ks here, he can take just the 1 hit. But no, he's going to go down to 1. And now he basically has to see 9-cost Mom. Oh, he's actually... no, he's going to be a 10, right? Yeah. So he has the Sanji. We'll see if the 9-cost Mom is on top. If it is, he's in an alright position. But I don't think that's still enough. I have double Karasu and an Ivankov to cheat out. And I have counter in my hand to make sure that he can't swing into my board as well. Like, this Ivankov is sticking no matter what he's doing. This is just the power of going like Ivankov and Koala on 1 turn. He's gonna get... ooh, I don't have to give him that, actually. No, it's actually blocking. Actually, this is a misplay. I don't know why I did that. I'm not boosting this anyways next turn. So okay, it's fine. So it was still worth it because I'd had to drop a 2k no matter what. Okay, he doesn't see Big Mom, but he sees a blocker instead, which is perfectly fine by me. This blocker's not saving him, but he's gonna get a lot of cards in hand because of this. So he's at 7 cards, 1 Dawn up, which means he has 1 Giant. We're gonna start by using Stage to get rid of this Limburg. Kuma's not necessarily gonna help us, but neither is anything else. So I think here it's just boost. We'll probably throw the Kuma. Boost like this. We will go Karasu. I think it is still worth to play another Karasu for 4 here, because we have 5 swings. And we are killing him this turn, I've decided. So we'll go like this. He's now at 3k from a 6k leader. And Giant isn't even going to help him here. So he takes it, and now he's down to a 2k leader. Oh my god. From 6k to 2k leader is crazy. There's the giant. Bringing him only up to 6k, only back to his normal stat line. And then he still needed to counter like that. Yeah, we'll go 6k into... is it 6k? We can go 7k. Into his 2k here. He'll have to block or he's dead. No, this game is so over. He's not countering out of this. And even if he is, he's not countering out of 8-8. It's actually, I have lethal. So now we're just waiting for him to realize. There it is, the concede. GG's. So free. So insanely free. That wasn't even slightly close. He wouldn't even have had, like, on the clapback lethal in any way. We would have just killed this instead if he did counter, like, a lot. So we were big chilling there. 4 Karasus is crazy powerful, though. He's a 2k leader. Holy shit. We'll jump into another game, see what we can, who else we can demolish. All right, second blue-purple Luffy here. This hand's not that bad, but I gonna mulligan again. This is actually way better. Holy moly. I think I want to make sure I get a body out. I don't have any Karosses, actually, so I think it's actually stage. And hope that we find a 1 cost. We did not, but we did find the Karasu. Again, really cringy situation here where we don't have anything to play. Or nothing to boost, rather. We'll use this again. We'll get rid of the Kuma. We'll grab a 4th Karasu. And I reckon we'll just go. We'll just do this. I hate playing like this. But I think it's fine. We still get the card out of his hand from this swing here. So we do still get some value back. But yeah, like you can see, we get really far down in hand size very fast. He didn't swing, actually, so he's trying to starve me out, which is why this koala is even greater. We're actually going to lose... we're going to go incredibly wide next turn. 2 wide, even, because we can go koala into Ivankov, and then we have 2 Ivankov things to cheat out. Oh, nice. He went for the Karasu. Don't mind if you do. It's a pretty sick card. And then this... Okay, yep. But we are going to go koala into Ivankov. We'll keep the koala, right? Or do you want to... Because we can just koala again next turn, which would be pretty powerful. So we'll throw the Betty. And then we'll just go up. And we'll go up again. And he's probably going to counter this one with a Gum Gum Giant. Not Giant, the other one. The one that costs 1. And gives plus 3k. Yeah, that exactly. Gear second. We'll go here. We're not going to use stage here because we have the card we need next turn. He's still only at 7. He wasn't able to ramp fast enough. So he doesn't get to search and stack. It means even if he has 9 Dawn, he's probably... we don't have a... Oh, he did stack his deck with this, though. So maybe it is a 9 Sanji coming down here. I reckon we just let him have this. I can block. But we have so few cards in hand that we don't really need this Ivankov anyways. The extra 1k and potential block is probably still more worth. And there is obviously a chance that he plays some kind of rush. In which case we want to make sure that we don't like risk this. And then he can swing into the Ivankov. I don't think he has any plays here. I think his best player to go 9. Okay, 8 Katakuri. That's fine. Wow, we see another. Ooh, actually too much because we actually. I don't think we play koala here. I think it's. I think we actually just go like yeah. We actually discard this, go wide like this, and then we just cheat out this. And we'll just try to go incredibly hard at face. That should probably have been 9 because now he can just giant out of it. We'll see if he does, though. He does giant out of it. Gonna make him go down very much in hand size, but we are gonna have to swing with Karasu here as well. Maybe I shouldn't have boosted here. Maybe I should. It should have been like a 7. Hard to say. Hard to say. Because now he definitely won't counter this, unless he blocks, of course. We'll go 8 again because I'm pretty sure 8 is gonna hit here. And if it doesn't, he has nothing, which means he'll have to. Yeah, we have it. Because this is just 9-10. I guess he could counter, but if he does, he won't counter this this 10, even if it even if it blocks. So that is the concede there. Yeah, that was so free. Again, so incredibly free. We had another turn left in us because he couldn't have killed us this turn either. So we just keep fucking pushing through. 3 life leaders are so incredibly weak, and him being at 6k matters not at all to us, especially when we see as many Karosses as we did this game. We saw 3, which is kind of crazy. But GG's, man. All right, yeah, I'm trying to find a green-purple one, but there's just nobody playing green-purple right now. It's just blue-purple. It's all the rage. We're keeping this hand for sure, and he concedes. All right, we're up against another blue-purple. We're really trying to find the green-purple ones, but they just not here at all. This is a fine hand. Generally, if you have a turn 1 play and a 4-cost Ivankov, you want to make sure you keep that. It's a little cringe that we don't have a Sage or Karasu or a Searcher or anything, because it means this actually won't get any value anyways. There's the trigger. Brilliant. That's going to happen quite consistently in this deck, that you are going to trigger off the top, so be wary of that. We'll throw away the 5 cost here. And unfortunately, we don't really have any good cards. No Karasu here to cheat out, but we will get 1 swing in here, and he's most likely going to take this. Yep. We'll let that slide. We are pretty low in hand size, since we actually did trigger this morally, which is -2, right? Since you have to trash a card. But we do have Koala here to back us up next turn, giving us another +2 cards in hand. We're going to give him that. We are going to give him, like, we could have countered that, and then, like, basically we would have taken a life less. But I don't mind going down to 1. He's not a threat right now, right? So I don't mind going down to 1. With the Koala, right? Because I'll still have the block. No trigger, but there's the Karasu that we needed. So we will go Koala. We'll go Ivankov. We'll go... we'll trash the stage. I'm thinking we boost like here, here, and here. That way we can go like 5 into this. See if he protects it. It's 2 Dawn up. Which I think is fair. We can then go Belo Betty over this. Grab another Karasu for next turn. Then we can cheat out the Karasu over this Belo Betty here. And then we can start going 5. And 5. And then the 8 here that he has to take. Basically, right? I mean, if he takes the 5, he has to take the 8. Maybe didn't have to swing there, but we're still in a fine position. I mean, if he has removal for this, that doesn't cost that much, then yeah, sure. Maybe he can have some sort of lethal here. That is something that I'm not familiar myself. It's like the tech cards that actually have like interaction. Whereas, like, I know 7-cost Sanji is a thing, but I'm 99% sure this leader doesn't run 7-cost Sanji. If they did, right now I'd be terrified, right? Because he'd go 7-cost Sanji, 7 face, I'd have to take, and then he has what? And then he can go 8, so which means this has to be a 2k for me to not get fucked. But yeah, now this is just 6-7, which is not enough for him to have lethal. He's thinking here. I mean, I guess he has to go for it, right? Because he's at 0 and he's not able to control my board. Oh, he ramps an active. It's 7-7, so I actually had to get a counter card from here. I did. Wow. Tough luck, man. Tough luck. I mean, that's realistically going to happen. And now he concedes. Yeah. GG's. That was the closest one we had yet, but that was nowhere near close still, I'd say. I mean, yeah, if I had gotten a counterless from here, I'd die. But 99% of the time, that's not going to be a counterless card. Sorry, maybe not 99. Again, I'm not a statistic guy, but you get the memo. It's super free, and he just happened to have the removal and everything. So, but we were fine. We played it a little bit risky, but worked out in our favor in the end. Again, blue-purple Luffy here. It is the only deck right now that people are playing, as it is incredibly powerful. Don't get me wrong. It just loses to Belo Betty, and that's tough on you. They seem like they choose to go first as well, which is great for us because we want to go second. We'll start off with a Betty search here into probably Karasu. Could be Ivankov as well. That way we can go Ivankov on 4 and then Ivankov with Koala next turn. But we don't really have anything good to play, and we want to make sure that we can Karasu them down. That way we can get value from this swing. He ramps. Nothing new here. Go 6. We'll take. No trigger. Almost close to actually getting a trigger. Since this matchup is so low life, right? We'll go 5 into his 5. Yeah, we'll go 5 into his 5 again. This is a new card I haven't seen. Trash 1 event card from hand, draw 2 cards. You have 7 or more Dawn cards in play. Fine, I guess. That's actually pretty good, probably. Yeah, this card should probably see play. He goes for the Bon Clay, ramping him to 7. Does he have another gear 2? Doesn't seem like it. Go 7 into my Betty. Fine. We'll go here, pop. This is a misplay. That should have been Inazuma, and then I should have cheated the Kuma out of the Ivankov. That's my bad for playing fast, but it does work out for us since we actually did draw Lindbergh. We'll go 8. See what he does here. Now he's at 5, so we can go 5 there. He does get a ramp with that, which is pretty sweet. So now he's gonna be at 10 next turn and get to stack his deck. Unfortunately, it's still a little bit too late. Like, yeah, you did ramp as well as you could, but I mean, you have me at 2, you have nothing out, you have 0 life, which means you're gonna have to wipe me or kill me, and you can't do either, which means I win this game. You can just so consistently win on 8 Dawn. I think I've won every game at 8 Dawn. This video. He finds the gear 2. Not gonna help him. Yeah, like there's no counterpower in the world that's gonna save you here, right? Because we're looking at like 99999 into 5. But like there's actually nothing that can save you. Of course, I'm gonna counter that, man. I get. He sees a blocker, so he's gonna have. Yeah, so he's a blocker and he has 2 up. We could do Ivankov things here, but really, sorry, Inazuma things here, but we really don't need to. This is really just gonna be a boost situation, and we'll go 9, making it so that he can't just Gum Giant out of it. I'm choosing to go wide here instead of tall. I don't think it matters that much since this game is pretty much over, but it is. I think generally it's good to go wide, especially against cards that play counter events. And he just concedes. He has 2k counter in hand plus another giant, which is just not enough. We were way too much power here. We did it. We found a green purple Luffy. All right. This is not the worst hand in the world actually. We have Koala. We have a turn 1. We have stage. But I am gonna mulligan because I'm greedy like that. And this is basically the same hand. Stick, but no stage. Lovely. He plays this stage, which I guess is fine. I'll play my Kuma and pass. We don't have an Ivankov here, which is really, really rough. I don't even know what this does. Dawn -2 if you have whatever. Okay, he's a 6k leader. I don't care. There's the Morley trigger. And now pressure's on. We are going to go. I guess we have to go in Asuma here. We really don't have any place. I don't want to keep the hormone. I don't care. And then we'll go 5 into 5. He is green, so we are going to make sure that we swing with all our characters before this, even though it should be 5, 6, 7, and 8. I do hate green triggers. I don't know what kind of triggers this deck runs, but he's in a tough. He's already down to 1 life. And we'll go 6, get a 2k out of his hand, and then pass. We're in a spot now where it's like he can probably only get rid of 1 thing. He's now a 6k leader though. I don't know what happened here Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. So he went Dawn -1 basically, and ended up restunning a bunch of Dawn. But you're still in a bad spot, dude. He goes 7 into this, which is luckily for him just about range, but we still have the Morley. So yeah, we have the Kuma here as well. I think we just push for it here, honestly. I don't think we need to start setting up next turn. Like, we could have Koala here, but we really don't need to, because we can go 7, 7, 8. Oh, he's at 6. Shit. Okay, so we misplayed here for sure. I forgot all about that. But this is still him down to 0. Most likely, right? He doesn't have it done up. You've already used 3 2Ks. No, there's the 4th 2K. Alright. Well, then maybe we got a game going here. So that was a misplay. That should have been Koala into probably this, or maybe still into this, but you know, I would have had an extra body, and I just haven't drawn well this game either, which is a little rough. Always is. But we'll see here. He's at 6. Gonna go 7 into my. He's gonna get my Morley. He's gonna get my Kuma. He has 6 Dawn left. Another blocker. Gonna increase the cost of something? No, I guess not. We're gonna Koala here, and we go. Could go board. We really don't need to though. So I guess we'll go here. There's a draw, but we'll get rid of that. We'll have to take it for the counter, honestly. And then we'll just go 6 into him and try to get a card out of him. I don't think he has lethal next turn, so we should be fine. He might. Might have been a misplay on my end. Oh, actually, we have the Koala. He has nothing. He doesn't have shit, unless he has the Sanji. But I don't think this list plays the Sanji. Yep, that's a pretty nice play there. Yep. Basically a cool Cavendish that makes you 6k. But it's like, this is too slow, dude. You have 3 cards in hand. I'm gonna have 4 swings next turn. It doesn't matter if this is double giant or triple giant. I'll just take all these swings, right? No, I'll counter the first one. I have to. Actually, because otherwise there's a chance I lose the Koala. He's gonna swing anyways, so there's that. There's that 7. Wait, does he have rush? What rush could he possibly have? This is most likely a queen or like another blocker coming down. We are gonna use this trigger. He doesn't have unblockable rush, right? No. He has nothing. So now we just go. Do we go wide? Yeah, I think we have to go wide. Because it's giant, right? And we can force the giants with these small swings. Okay, it wasn't giant. But if this is giant, then he actually can't discard. Yeah, so he takes that. No trigger. We'll go 8, which is a misplay, but because I was gonna say because giant, but now he actually just can't win. We'll just go here, 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 and pass, and that's GG. All right, that was decently close actually, but again, I have no clue what his deck does, and I misplayed on that one turn, and we didn't see Ivankov. We literally low rolled so bad, and we still won. Pretty convincingly as well. I mean, we have one more swing. We had way over invested on here. So it was pretty convincing win still. GG's, goddamn. All right, I finally found another one. It took me ages. I think we keep this hand. We'll most likely find either Stage or Ivankov off of this, in which case after that we're in a decent position. So we'll keep this. I like to keep anything with Belo Betty, because like 9 out of 10 times I do find Ivankov from the Betty. It's not Ivankov, but there is the Stage. It's a shame to bottom deck that Karasu, but it's alright. I think we discard one of the Koalas here, because I don't think I'll need it. Fuck, this is so bad. I guess we'll do next turn, we'll do Belo Morley probably, since we whiffed on the Ivankov. Fine, it's not the end of the world. The turn after, we can either go Koala or Ivankov, depending on what our health and anything else looks like. That's a really nice trigger though. Don't mind if I do. Imagine if I had an Ivankov in hand there. That would be crazy. We're gonna get rid of the Inazuma to grab a 2K. Always good to have. And then I reckon, like I said, it's probably here. Grab the Ivankov. And then here. And I guess we'll use lead here. I think since we have the Ivankov, Koala is way better than... Koala is way better than the 5-cost Ivankov. He took the first 5, which is always lovely to see. Right now he has nothing out, and he's at 2 life. We actually have a very threatening next turn already. Koala or no Koala, we could attach instead, but he has a decent amount of cards in his hand, which is, you know, not lovely. He was able to rest one of our characters. If your opponent has 2 more characters, okay, so this has Rush. So he's actually gonna do some fairly good control here, because he can go 7-7, and I'm gonna let both of those go through. What the fuck is this? Okay, if it's 6-7, I'm not gonna let that one of those go through. I'm 2K'ing out on one of those. It is 6-7, so we are gonna defend this Morley. Interesting that he chose Morley over Lindbergh. Interesting threat accession. It's 6 again. He gets the Morley though. Pretty sure we just boost here. We'll go. Ooh, I'm gonna get rid of this Morley first. Find a Lindbergh probably. Go here. Go here. We'll play the Ivankov. We will crash the stage. We'll can't go wide. We don't have a Karasu. I guess we could go wide and go at this. Yeah, sure. Oh wait. Do we want to cheat something out of the Ivankov, or would we rather board wipe him? I think we'd rather board wipe him. So let's try to get some card out of his hand here. He misplays here if he defends this. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Keep going, brother. Keep going. Yeah, keep them counters coming. Come on. Yes! You're such a choker, dude. Does he have the Giant, maybe? No, but he's gonna counter on that one too. Wow. That is incredibly ballsy. Alright, well, we're still in a fine spot. He's at 5 Dawn. He used leader effect last turn. Here he comes. He's gonna restand 3 Dawn while bringing his leader to 6k. But now he has basically no cards in hand for our next turn. We'll give him that. Yeah. And he can get one of the Bettys as well. We're looking for another Rush in a Suma here. That would be sweet. Be able to go really wide. Because he obviously has 1 Giant. We'll use the stage, get rid of the stage. And he concedes. Yeah, so he has 1 Giant, but it's not enough to defend him. And we win. Alright, GG. Okay, that is going to be it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed me beating the fuck out of some Luffys. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I mean, if you made it this far, you clearly like the content. Just subscribe and like the video. You'll see more content like this. I'm going to be pumping out a ton of Belo content since Belo actually is meta relevant now for once. I love playing off meta, which Belo probably will still be considered off meta, but it's such a good choice and it goes so strong into this meta that you're gonna have to watch out for Belo. And you know, I have great things planned for Belo, a bunch of videos coming out. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you put on that bell as well. That way you get notified whenever a new video drops and you can be the first to show up and, you know, comment something nice. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.